So just be mindful of why you're investing. It should be a long-term thing. It shouldn't be just because everybody is saying invest, invest. That's how people fall into scams or this MMM. Because MMM really showed Nigerians shaggy pro max.
Yes.
So
You
I
know,
think because of that pressure, yeah.
yeah. So again, you just have to be very knowledgeable about
Whatever you're putting your money in.
exactly.
One
You
rule I
know.
go by is if I don't understand it, I'm not putting my money in it.
Mhm.
I have to understand it
Yeah.
completely before I put my money. So
Exactly.
yeah, I have to understand
You
it.
know, and something you should be able to explain to anybody at any point in
Even a
time,
child.
through and through.
Yes.
You know, without any stuttering or
Yeah.
anything.
Because you see some people say, "Oh, I'm investing." What are you investing on? They'll start saying,
Exactly.
"Oh, somebody just told me. Someone
Yeah.
just said I should do." No, understand what you're putting your money in so that you won't cry later.
Or some they just give people money to invest. It's not their content really what
Yes.
it is.
Yeah,
Just give
that's
me
a thing.
returns.
That's a thing
You know.
I've heard of recently where you just give someone your money to invest.
Yeah.
There's
It's
the, and it's
interesting.
not like a financial manager. Like you
No.
know, there are people that have financial managers. That's completely understandable. But there are others where it's like, oh, you can't be bothered, so instead you just give someone else the money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. Is it better to enjoy your money now or save aggressively?
I feel like there's just a thin line between you only live once and okay, I should be financially responsible.
Mm.
Because a lot of people is like, oh, I just want to live life. Am I saving money for my parents? Am I saving money? If I die today now, what will happen to all the money I've saved? There are people that think like that, but I'm very big on you should be saving, investing really, so your money can grow. But
Investing.
yeah, but it's not like well, you carry all your money and just can't invest. There should be small savings that if there's an emergency, there's a medical emergency,
Yeah.
something happens, you have somewhere you can pull money out of, and you're not just stranded. That's
Yeah.
what I think.
Yeah. I mean, so I've heard people who are doing well in
Yeah.
several fields say you don't exactly multiply that money by just saving it. You know, it does better when you invest. You know,
By the time banks even start taking their charges,
exactly.
it's going down.
Yeah. So, but just like we said in the
Yeah.
previously, you know, it's in investing correctly and then properly, not just in anything under the umbrella of investing. You know, so one must really check that. And so, yeah, that's that.
I think something else I'm curious about is since we are all in like this digital age where social media is such a big thing, do you think social media puts like this pressure and makes people feel poorer than they actually are? Like normal young adults, you just go online on social media and then you're seeing people your age buying houses, cars. Does it like affect you? Does it bother you?
Personally, it doesn't, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but I can say this much from observations,
Yeah.
right? Or before I even state that point, let me say this. At the end of the day, whatever anybody posts and put up there, whatever lifestyle it is, whether true or not true, you chose to go there. You understand? So whatever you have to now deal with in terms of your own emotions, managing whatever you saw, that is really on you at the end of the day. You know, they did not force you. They did not, you know, force you to do whatever they are doing. You still decided, you know, knowing that you don't even have the capacity and perhaps there's still a lot of work you need to do
Even the people
on your end.
even the people you're like emulating, they probably don't even have the capacity.
Exactly.
So
It's all
yeah,
make believe,
yeah.
you know, make believe. And it's a serious epidemic. You know,
Speaking
it's
from
a serious
experience as
epidemic.
a past victim,
Past victim of what exactly?
social media peer pressure.
I see.
Yeah, like where you just see your age mates. Like it's not. This was fresh out of uni, by the way. It's not like it's not a noun thing. I'm glad to see. But like you see people, oh, they are traveling, they're going on vacations, they are buying houses, they are buying houses. Like you're seeing like 20-year-olds,
Yeah.
21-year-olds buying houses, and you're asking yourself like,
Sorry, allow me to say this. Small girl, big God.
everybody has a big god.
Everybody does.
But yeah.
Especially the small girls.
So I feel like as a young adult or like as a teenager, you're seeing these things and you can lie to yourself and say, oh, it's your choices, yada yada yada. You can lie to yourself, but at the end of the day, at the back of, I feel like it starts to influence decisions you make. And what I did to pull myself out of that is I started asking myself these things that these girls are doing that we know they are doing. Yeah, there's a few that it's actually legit. Yeah, and all fingers are not equal. But the others that we all know that these things that they do, they can't come out to say. I think I had to ask myself like, okay, can you do these things they're doing? And the answer was no. So I just had to come up with the how do they say it? Remove
Yeah.
my mind and focus on other things. Focus on how to achieve my own goals. And I feel even social media, what people do on social media can kind of blur your own goals where you're not focusing on what you want anymore. You're not looking at this person bought a car. That's what I want to do. You're not thinking, oh, I want to work. This is like a sector I want to go into. It's very, very easy to get
Yeah.
distracted though. But
It has an interesting way of making you think short term.
yes, exactly. Because you're not
Mm-hmm.
thinking, no, in the next 10 years,
Mm-hmm.